Welcome to the little show that could. Welcome to the little show that could.
That could not.
Oh, that's right.
Because it didn't.
Well, okay,
That's what we
yeah.
were hoping would happen.
Okay, I'm starting over. Welcome to the little show that couldn't, where we revisit the 40 episodes of Friday Night Weekly made between 2013 and 2015 with 4 of the main team members. This is Joseph.
Matt Henry.
This is Reuben Glaser.
And I'm Ryan Dewerth.
Okay, so I want to begin by introducing the little show that couldn't as an audio companion to the show Friday Night Weekly. Friday Night Weekly is a show that was originally released by King's Tower Productions on YouTube between 2013 and 2015 with 40 episodes and 2 seasons that next to nobody watched, with week-to-week views hovering in the 100, not the hundreds, actually 100. So Friday Night Weekly was not well viewed, it was not widespread, it was not a success. So if you're listening to the little show that couldn't, what you can expect each episode is that we're going to start with an introduction and reflection on what we're about to watch. Then we're going to do a full watch through of each episode that's being discussed that you can watch along with us and probably should, so it makes sense, or we might not speak for a moment. We might laugh about something that if you're not watching it, how are you going to know? So you should probably watch along with it. But you don't have to. And then after we watch it, we'll finish our thoughts from there. So for the uninitiated that are perhaps hearing this audio and learning about Friday Night Weekly for the first time and going to queue it up, what was this show and why was it made? So in 2013, this was a show that we set out to make on a weekly basis as a strategy to provide our film production and distribution company, King's Tower Productions, with regular weekly content. Basically more content to keep our audiences from our feature films, which at the time were the Amateur Monster Movie and The Wayward Son. Since then, we've done Batman and Jesus is the most recent. Keep them engaged while we're working on finishing these larger projects that take a much longer time to complete. So Matt and I decided, let's do something every week. And the original one was an hour long. This was our pilot. This is not what we're watching. And it was a failure.
Yeah, it was bad. We filmed it in the back of a bowling alley. It was an hour long. We wanted an hour of content every week. And
I quickly realized just uploading the footage would take way too long, let alone editing all of that.
Yeah.
I saw that once. I saw the episode once, and it had its moments.
It's
it
funny.
definitely had some
It
moments.
is funny, considering, we
there was some funny stuff, and
right.
we might want to release some version of that. But this is the true first episode where
right.
we adapted a new format where it was only 10 to 15 minutes. And the original idea was, at this point, cut everything else out of the show that filled the hour except for News of the Week, basically, which is kind of like Weekend Update on SNL.
So I think the logic for this incarnation of Friday Night Weekly was, if people aren't going to watch an hour long, at least they're going to watch 15 minutes, right? They have to.
Well, it's that, and
How could they possibly not?
You would
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't watch it. It's 15 minutes. We spent a lot of time on it. We love it, but nobody did.
So
My mom did. My mom watched
a lot of the
episode,
views. So this
did
was
I.
our first episode. We released it on September 13th, 2013, Friday the 13th. And Ryan, how many views did we have in the first week that this went up?
In the first week, we had 573 views. So that's in the first week.
Hot damn.
Wow, that
That
is
is-
several hundred. Wow.
Yeah.
And then how many have we had in the last 4.5 years?
So 4.5 years later, we not even doubled that at 980 total views.
Okay, all right.
The final insult is we
yeah.
did not top 1,000
And this is-
still.
This is
God damn it.
January 20th, 2018
Yes.
that we are recording this.
Yeah.
So naturally, this show deserves commentary, full
Of
commentary.
course, yeah. Nobody
Yeah, for
watched
the-
it when we released it for free, so let's spend 9.5 to 10 hours going.
We're
through
gonna
all the
kind of
episodes.
analyze, what was it? What,
Yeah.
what did we feel for you to watch
Right.
along with us?
For the 100 people per year who watched it over the last 4
Don't be.
years.
That's generous.
No, I mean,
that's
what
just
did it-
views. We don't know if they watched the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
You
you're
got to
right.
factor in minutes.
They might have
watched.
clicked play and then been like, but
Yeah, how did I get to this
At least
part of
20%
YouTube?
of these views are from us, dude. Let's
Right.
be real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so-
recall refreshing it at times.
yeah. Nobody watched the show, guys, and we're okay with that now.
I'm
We've
not
grown
really.
up.
Oh. I'm dissatisfied with that
Yeah.
fact, but speak for yourself then.
Okay, all right. Well, Reuben is unhappy, but
We all put
Now-
a shit ton of effort into this.
we did, and if
and
that's
for what?
to do commentary 4.5
right.
years later.
Okay.
That's why we did
For
it.
reflection.
Yeah, so we can
Right.
reflect
No,
on it.
I'm being harsh.
If nothing else, this is a show that, as we designed it to be, is a time capsule of a certain time in our lives, and we get to show what was going on at
Right.
this week.
And at least we know that more people will watch this than will listen to this commentary.
Yes, 100%. Nobody will be. If you're listening to this right now, first off, thank you. Secondly, are you sure? Are you sure?
I think the next person to listen to this, or the first person to listen to this commentary might be me in like 3 years.
you said 10 years in the car.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit of a time.
That's
We'll
not
see.
true.
We
Ruben's
gotta-
mom's gonna watch it for sure.
No, probably not even her. In fact, I know she won't.
So the idea is that you can listen to us talk about the episodes as you watch the episodes.
Correct.
And this is in honor of our re-releasing, re-remastering.
It's been re-released.
Re-release. Okay, release has a re in it, even though it's not a second occurrence. But
Right.
remastering does imply. Okay, so we're re-releasing remasters of Friday Night Weekly,
And we're
for
retarded.
Amazon.
Sorry, it's 20.
It's 20. We can't say
in
that
2013, it would have been an okay joke.
Maybe not even that. But in 2000, it would have been okay.
Okay.
So this commentary, you're finding it from the special features on the 7-disc box set of our Blu-ray,
such
of our
disc.
remastered
You're
Blu-ray.
probably
Criterion.
downloading this from the website.
It's on the Criterion collection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we're millionaires now
So
from
anyway,
this show.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the episode. We're gonna tell you when we're starting it, so you can start at the same time. If you've got the first episode queued up, Meet the Plant. We've got it queued up. We're about to start it, and we're gonna talk along with it. So if you got that ready, we're gonna start it right now.
Boom.
Okay. So we've got the King's Tower logo here, SpadeHeartClub.com. Here we go. Theme song.
Theme song, Blue Sway.
Blue Sway. This is a band that featured Jackson Shepard, who was the one of the composers on The Wayward Son, as well as a short film we did amid FNW, which is called Unhardin. So,
And as well, a band that until today I thought was one guy. I thought it was just one guy. So
yeah,
this
no,
is news to me.
several
We're all
guys.
learning new things. I thought it was just a dude.
Yeah, there's even lyrics to this if you listen to the whole song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
How do you
that.
sing
Yeah,
to
And
that?
that's my name.
That's
I didn't know
mind-blowing.
that. That's my
That's
name
name.
right there.
There's my name.
See, we're all learning stuff in this
Wow.
commentary.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're learning. Yeah, exactly.
Notice the synchronized spins.
Yeah, so this is a thing we do in every episode. Little awkward. He was gonna put his arm around me, but
I didn't put my arm around him.
hit the plant.
I think that might have been the moment I decided Matt Henry's the funniest person I know.
the
That would only be compounded in the years ahead.
That's weird. That was my first moment of questioning if I should do this show. Was when I said PU.
It's just such a goddamn lame joke.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think
Smell
I
it.
did tell you to say.
You did. That was a Kyle bit.
Kyle, do you remember when we went to go get the paint that we painted on those walls?
Yes, I do.
And how weird those color names were? They were all like some kind of creepy
Yeah, there were
nightmare
some.
colors.
There
like-
were some weird ones at the time of Disney swatches, and like a lot of them were weird, like Mickey's Nightmare and
creeping in the woods.
yeah,
Donald's Doom.
or like Donald in bed. Like, it was,
Donald's
like,
demise.
Weird. Donald, like it was just like it was,
Donald
is
Duck's
fitting.
spaghetti pants.
It is fitting that the walls are coated with creepy paint, considering all the
no,
weird shit
but then
that
we
went
ended
down
up.
there.
We went to Fleet Farm for the paint. We didn't get any of that.
Oh, you didn't
that
get
was
the
at
creepy shit?
Walmart. We did not do that. No.
Walmart. What's your deal, bro? Why you got such
Yeah,
creepy
it's
paint
creepy
names?
So this is why everybody came to this commentary, to hear a story about buying paint.
Well, there's a lot of good anecdotes along the way.
We bought the curtains as well. We set this all up.
we
We've
did.
recorded the paint drying, and we have a commentary track on that as well.
Now you notice how that little light in the top left corner is kind of hanging down. That's not an accident, guys. We made sure it looked like that for you.
Here we're referencing the teleprompter that we don't have in this episode, but it actually does come into play in episode 8, which you'll probably notice from some eye scrolling and
Or after
reflections in the
episode 8,
glasses.
I think.
After
I think
episode
9
8.
is the first one.
Episode 9. Well, maybe we'll be wrong. You'll see. We don't know.
Yeah.
Now, if you look right there, I kind of look like I'm the Pope. You see how it's lined
So this was
up?
kind of our bit. Was for News of the Week, we cover the other person who's not talking. We cover their face with the image, and often it's a person.
Yes. See, there you go.
Here we got that
Kyle
fat
is
bastard.
Joseph is George Zimmerman now.
And
you know?
he has not pulled a gun out at anybody lately, so
Well,
we should
Joseph
look
is
out
a
for that.
murderer, but we'll not talk about
Yeah,
that.
we're talking Joseph or George Zimmerman.
Yeah, well, it sounded like you said Joseph, not George Zimmerman.
No, I did just tell them that you're a murderer, but George Zimmerman as well.
And there's our boy Dennis Rodman. Rodman, who comes in more than he should in
Now,
the
if you
series.
notice, lines up with my shoulders perfectly.
Right.
And Matt does
have.
have the same tattoos if he
Yeah.
has his shirt off.
We had a funny skit planned with a Dennis Rodman lookalike too that unfortunately never came.
I don't recall
Didn't he
that.
go to jail?
Yeah.
He went to
Yeah,
jail.
because
Oh,
our
I do
Dennis
remember
Rodman
that.
lookalike was in prison. Yes.
Yeah, but he went to prison instead.
Prison?
Yeah.
Wow.
prison. Yeah.
Is that imitation worm still in jail?
What?
The worm. Don't they call Dennis Rodman the worm?
Oh, the worm. Yeah.
I was not familiar with that.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
imitation
Sick
worm. I gotcha.
reference.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
the worm.
Guys,
Yeah,
some
he was
jokes
the
here are
worm.
gonna fall flat. All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's not a
not.
big
But
deal.
what didn't fall flat was Simon Cowell's pricking,
no, those came out very hard.
which is the only time we extended the box down.
We had to show the nips, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a one time only deal, right? For the nips. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Who's also in jail, I think.
I think you're
I
right.
think he's in jail now.
His campaign pussy. So you think Wiener's getting Wiener in prison? Huh?
So there's some of the highbrow humor this show is known for.
And here's our first of a recurring, probably the most recurring News of the Week joke, Boston Bullies.
The Boston
References-
Bullies. Yeah.
References to bullies in Boston.
For
Yeah.
some reason.
You'll see it keep coming back. I don't like Boston Bullies.
It's kind of one of the first, like if you're keeping track of the FNW vocabulary, this will be your first definition to write down. Matt, how would you define a Boston bully?
How would I define a Boston bully? If you're from Boston and you're an asshole, you're a Boston bully. If you picked on me when I was in kindergarten and you pretended to be from Boston, then fuck you. Fuck you, Jim. You dick. Piece of shit. You weren't even from
And
Boston.
the introduction for Ruby Glaser.
who's that?
Right as the plant falls down for the first time.
And again, you can see me break in my
And this
first
was an
appearance
accident.
because of that
Yeah.
fucking plant falling.
Yeah, the plant. Yeah, Ruben didn't know the plant was gonna fall. I didn't know the plant was gonna
Genuine
Because it wasn't
frustration on
supposed
Kyle's
to.
part.
Yes,
fall. Yeah, so that's Joseph actually pissed off a little bit.
as he was for
thought-
most of the initial episodes.
Well, it was stressful.
Yeah,
we,
especially the first four. We recorded them on Friday morning. I edited them Friday afternoon and put them online Friday night. So this is what we did for the first four. After that, we started recording on Thursdays usually,
Yeah.
with a few exceptions where we did it even earlier. But yeah. So here's the first Reuben report, which I quite liked, quite funny,
Yeah, I think it still holds up.
Yeah, this is
Definitely.
a good one.
with a great guest, Van Campbell.
Nice little shout out to Jeeves here. Is Plutoy?
I actually just
Planette.
found out that there's a Ask Jeeves skyscraper in San Francisco.
Wow,
It says
Wow.
has the Ask Jeeves logo on it still.
nice.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Little fun fact for you.
Jeeves,
fun fact.
originally
Listeners,
a character
you
from
can go,
the P.G.
visit that.
Wodehouse books.
There's that look.
Yes.
You see how it just showed his face and then
It's a
his
classic
face is-
handsome man right
very
there.
Cool.
Hollywood,
classic
Hollywood
handsome man.
handsome boy.
I also like how you have to reference the paper before you say what your name is.
I was hoping somebody would someday realize, would notice that.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, none of the 900 people that maybe watch this.
Yeah,
Who's
none
proud?
of the
Very
message
proud.
boards
Well,
have
that's generous again.
That's very generous.
That
Very generous.
cannot be accurate.
And there's our good friend Samuel St. Hingis, who every time he makes an appearance, he just chuckles gently, which I'm
A very nice,
pleased with.
Hibbert-like laugh.
A decent man, this character.
And I really loved the vocabulary he implemented as the bug expert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played the role well of a bug cuddler. He was a
there's a
very
few people-
convincing bug cuddler.
I still call people bug cuddlers every now and then.
Me
because
too.
of
Bug
the
cuddler.
skit.
That's another one. Yeah.
Bug cuddler
cuddler.
is my sort of Boston bully. I call people I don't like a damn bug cuddler.
It does have that negative connotation that you don't want to be attributed to you.
Yeah, right? And it's like, what, are they dead? Are they in the ground cuddling bugs? You know,
Yeah.
they could be. I don't know.
I don't want to be caught cuddling bugs.
And I really love his shirt too. It looks like it would be soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks fleece.
He just looks
I think
soft.
it's-
I
Looks just
miss him.
warm.
He does
Yeah.
look soft. You know, there's a few people that show up on the show that I can honestly say are too good for us to be on the show. And it seems like Van is one of those people.
Van
He's
Campbell.
just too nice to have been subjected to our show.
Also a rather prolific, successful filmmaker, right? He did
Yeah.
Mason
Yeah.
Jelly Jar, which won a
Mason
bunch of
Jelly.
bunch of awards.
Yeah, I think right around the time of this episode, he was simultaneously winning an award for like filmmaker of the year.
And he agreed to be in this special segment about bugs that some dipshit he hardly knew asked him to be in, and played the part perfectly.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
See, if I was him, I would have been scared away by my god-awful sideburns back then.
Yeah.
Which somehow make my ears look bigger.
I loved them.
They look really interesting at times.
I've tamed them now.
Yeah, no, you have, and they're at a good place right now. They're in a good place.
I just let them run wild. I think that almost qualifies as mutton chop.
It does. This show forced us all to confront our physical appearance. Do something
for real.
about it.
Oh man.
Good old Sam, just very agreeable.
He really wanted to hold it there, and
he just wants to help.
Oh, let us also mention that microphone doesn't really work. The white microphone is pointless.
Yeah,
it's the green guys on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the first time you see me.
Here's Ryan.
Ryan the PA.
And he says, "How weird!" It's a little low in the audio. How isn't it weird that 9/11 happened on 9/11 this year? Is what he
I thought the oh shit was very organic in that. I thought it was. I like the implication that you didn't edit that out for some reason, even though you used it very well.
And a quick little side story that's pretty interesting. That mug that I was holding, I actually got that at a Goodwill many, many years ago when I was like 12 years old. My mom gave it away, went back to Goodwill, and the first day that Reuben came back to record, he brought that mug with him, and it was the same exact mug, hand-carved with the dates and initials on the bottom.
I was really sad to let it go, but I needed to let it go because it wasn't mine.
Years later.
Truly wasn't mine. It belongs to Ryan.
You returned the favor when I gave Reuben that prize painting that you have in your basement and just told Reuben he could take it. Remember that? That Milwaukee one?
Yeah, which I no longer have and do miss. That played a prominent role in my Waukesha apartment, or had a place of honor.
Yeah. We did do that. We constantly brought the best news, the funniest jokes, and craziest interviews.
There we go.
Kyle realizing what he got himself into.
Again, one of the greatest comedic bits is falling for no reason whatsoever.
And just how the tree hangs
gradually falls down.
Worked well.
Falls down.
The plant. There's a reason this episode is called Meet the Plant. The plant is a character. If you watch the show, you'll start to realize.
Fan favorite. He actually always plays the most prominent role on our posters and things. And I guess I just gave him a gender. No, well, as we find out later, he obviously has a gender. Right. But we're not going to spoil that one.
Well, that was episode 1.
Oh, and there is a Hallmark line that Joseph is a big fan of.
Yeah. If you could just imagine.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the first episode. If you did, or if you're just listening, I guess you could. You could just listen, but.
Yeah, I guess that would be awfully odd.
You know, kind of. It's like we're referencing the things, you know.
But if you're already very familiar, if you're one of those 100 people that is already familiar,
you know, you just watch the whole show in one sitting and like, wow, I really love that. I'm gonna watch it again with the commentary. So.
Yes. You know,
somebody's gonna be able to relate to you saying that.
Maybe.
If you can relate to what Ryan just said, please tweet at us. Find us on Facebook.
We would love you forever.
Let's just be honest. We're doing this for ourselves, aren't we? This is a very important time of my life.
We'll see you in episode 2.